Welcome families, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2026. My name is Jacob Robbins, and I'm honored to be this year's commencement speaker. We are finally here, completing our transition from college to the real world. Although we come from a diverse set of backgrounds, majors, and interests, we are all united by our passion for problem solving, analytical thinking, and the Pierpont Panda Express. I'm glad you laughed. Like many of you, I came to Michigan eager to solve the world's most difficult problems as an engineer. That lasted until I took my first differential equations exam. Even in my research lab, where we worked on cutting-edge solutions to prevent prosthetic implant infections, I spent hours learning different methods of dipping plastic into chemical baths, which is about as interesting as it sounds. After my freshman year, I started to doubt whether majoring in engineering was the right choice. I couldn't see how the material that I was learning would ever help anyone. I wanted to feel a direct impact on the lives of others, as opposed to abstract future possibilities. So I started working as an EMT, responding to 911 calls in the Ann Arbor area. At the time, I saw these as completely separate. Medicine was my passion, engineering was just coursework. However, that quickly changed. On one of my first shifts, my partner and I were called to help a patient suffering from sepsis, a life-threatening complication of a severe infection. I found the patient in her room, lying still on the bed, her chest faintly rising from her shallow breaths. Her husband sat by her side, holding her hand, trying to wake her up. There are evidence-based plans for treating patients who are this sick, which included rushing her to the hospital, breathing for her, and maintaining her blood pressure with IV fluids. However, there was no algorithm that prepared me to look her husband in the eyes and tell him that his wife was not just tired, but unconscious due to a worsening infection. There was no algorithm that prepared me for the weight of the woman's limp body as I lifted her onto the stretcher. This call changed how I think about engineering. In my research lab, the hours I spent dipping plastic suddenly meant something different. I was creating bacteria-killing coatings that could prevent future patients from experiencing complications from implant infections. In my senior design class, the lactate detector that my group is building isn't just a device that measures biomarkers. It's a tool that could help first responders detect sepsis earlier and get patients the care they need before they suffer life-altering consequences. Here's what I've learned. Engineering is more than the technology that we build. It's about the people we serve, not users or stakeholders or whatever term we use in our design reports, but real people. People who are scared, people who depend on what we make, people whose lives change because of our decisions. This extends far beyond medicine. Civil engineers. The bridge you design isn't just a structure optimized for load distribution. It's how a parent gets to work to provide for their family, or how a community stays connected during a flood. Computer science engineers. The software you create isn't just lines of code. It's how a small business manages their inventory, or how a student accesses their education. Chemical engineers. The process you optimize doesn't just create products. It makes the clean water that a family drinks every day, or the fuel that gets a deployed soldier back home. As we leave here today, we're walking into a world of increasingly intricate problems that need to be solved. We will have incredible opportunities to innovate, to push boundaries, to overcome obstacles that seem insurmountable. But we can't let the complexity of the problem make us forget the simplicity of the purpose. When we're focused on the technical details, we need to take a step back. Ask, who will use what we're building? Ask what happens when it fails. Ask if we're solving the right problem or just the interesting one. We also have access to more advanced technology than any previous generation, allowing us to improve human lives at an unprecedented scale. We will work alongside tools like artificial intelligence that can automate complex tasks with remarkable efficiency. But AI will never be able to take accountability for its actions or connect with the community. that responsibility can only be held by us. 2 years ago, I watched a husband hold his wife, powerless as sepsis shut down her body. Aside from getting her to the hospital as quickly as possible, I was powerless too. Her infection had progressed beyond what my training had prepared me for. But that moment taught me what engineering actually is. It's designing the coating that prevents the infection in the first place. It's building the detector that catches sepsis early enough to treat it. It's creating the technology that gives a husband more time with his wife. Engineering isn't about choosing between technical work and human impact. It's realizing that they are the same thing. So yes, keep solving differential equations, keep pursuing technical education, but also keep asking, who am I designing this for? As we leave here today, we aren't just engineers. We are people who have chosen to spend our careers in service of other people. That's what engineering is at its core. Everything else is just the method. Congratulations, class of 2026. Let's go build something that matters. Go Blue.